Okay. 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 Good evening. How are you? I know we've said that before, but how are you doing?
Morning. Oh no, good afternoon from here. It's already afternoon. Minutes past 12.
12 at yours. I think now I'll get it well. It's 5 o'clock here. So yeah, 5 o'clock, 5 hours exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you
So
for me.
welcome. So last week we had the show, and we're talking about a lady who am I even coming up well? I haven't even said hello to everyone.
It's
Hello
okay.
everyone. If you come across this video and we're saying hello to you, please remember to give the video a like and let us also hear from you. And if share if you can, thank you very much. And please also say hello to my co-host through life 24/6.
Thank you. Good afternoon from here.
Okay,
Thank you all for
share.
joining.
Let me share. Oh. When it comes to share, that's how I will be looking for the thing itself. So finish now.
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't even remember to put your name on this thing. Mm. One up this small.
It's okay. Something you can always edit if you want,
Later.
right? So,
Maybe after this thing. After the stream, because we've already started. They won't allow me to start changing now.
yeah.
Okay, so last week we treated the topic, a case study, and it was about a lady that narrated a little bit of her story. It was just a little clip of it because we don't know. She only shared what she wants us to know. That's all. That's about what we could pick from it is why is she in a hurry? I did say that depending on I gave a few reasons maybe why her in-law is this or why she's doing that. And went through life watched it and she has another opinion. And I thought, okay, let's bring this back. We can talk about it. There was another one that I also talk about the in-law side of this, another story, which I also want us to share to see how people prefer to have a better in-law than they want to be loved by their in-law rather than just their husband because they know that when issue arise, their in-laws have their back. So I have I have the stories and I'm gonna put down the screen now. But before we go into that, is there anything True Life want to say? I'll start calling you Mama. This my Mama team.
I know, right?
At work, I'll be saying Mama. You're welcome. Hi Goga, how are you? You're welcome.
So
You have a life. It's premiere, isn't it? You're welcome, Goga with yoga with Goga.
Oh my God, yoga with Goga. I think I did a live one time. I messed the name up. I don't know what I said. I don't know if I
Yoga
said
with yoga.
yoga
Yoga.
with I don't know. I can't remember. And yeah, good to have you here, yoga. It's been so long, huh? So yeah, like you said, when I was watching that your video that you did about the lady, I've come to realize in life that uh, most times people they just want things to be in one particular way. Like they
Mm.
just expect everyone to behave in
French
one.
yoga. Sorry.
Yeah, they just want everybody to behave the same, and they expect everyone to sometimes react the same, feel the same, and all of that. So for me, I think that is not how it should be, because we are all different.
Hmm.
Just like myself and expressing my view is here, something might happen, right? Okay, look at us. We are coming live this morning. Look at her. She decided to come up the way she is, and I decided to come up here the way I feel like, So it's wrong for someone to expect expressing my view to say, oh, because you're going live, you should go and dress like this and dress like that. That is how it
Yeah.
should be. Life thing. No, everybody have right to their decision. Everybody have right to whatever they want to do. Okay, now straight to the story. What happened? A lady that lost her husband, and according to the story, the husband family
I'm gonna put down
asked
the
her to
screen now.
remain. Okay, the husband family asked her to remain in the house, like the husband's house, I guess, right? So, and after a while, like 6 months later, she met her ex, and they are now together. And she went to meet her husband's family to let them know that, oh, I've found love. I'm ready to
Oh, it's
remarry
not this
now.
one.
It was just in 6 months, right? So, and the thing is, a lot of people are going to say, just 6 months. I know, right? 6 months is not much. But what I'm saying is that people, feelings are different. That lady, I'm saying it this way, right? That lady might be so hurt. It could be that meeting or making up with her
Yeah,
ex,
I'm
or
looking at something on the
trying to
computer.
have that relationship with her ex is the way she can get herself back, recover from the trauma or the shock or whatever thing that has happened to her. She didn't just lost her husband, she also lost her child, right? According to the story. So it's a lot of things. That's a big trauma. So sometimes when people are going through stress in life, um don't expect them to behave or do the normal thing, or that things like the person should do the regular thing, or it should go according to the way things should go. When people are stressed, when people are going through whatever thing, anything can bring happiness to them. Anything can make them feel more happier. It can make them be more moody. It can help them to come out of that stress or trauma easily, or some other thing can keep them there for a longer period of time. I understand the fact that even the husband's family, they are pained, they are still hurting and all of that. They should remember again, is the wife, except, I don't know, except in a condition or a situation whereby she is responsible. She knows one or two things about what happened to her husband. If she's innocent, like she knows nothing, that the marriage was good and fine, they should also remember that this person they're talking about is not just their brother alone, it's also a husband to this particular woman we're talking about. She should, I feel, I don't know, a woman that husband just passed, I think she feel more pain. Do you know what it feels like, what it means? Someone, you guys do everything together, you share everything together, as far as your saliva, you're gonna feel more of that pain, like you share everything. Family is just family. The man is all grown up now. You don't really share much. I know the bond is there. It's blood. They say blood is thicker than water. So I understand that as well. So they should also know that this is their husband. She's also paying. She's going through a lot. If maybe the lady marrying, remarrying is something she feels that will help her to stay alive, I will not judge her personally. I will not judge her in order for her to stay alive, except it's the other way, like opposite. So I should say that I'm going to give you time to welcome the people that just joined us,
Thank
so
you.
we can continue.
I don't even what's I think I've messed this up. Okay, let me start. You're welcome. AA, thank you for joining. True Life. Just trying to read the message. Google AMV is good to code. Is a good code you use for night bolt. Okay. I thought you said I made a mistake. You need to fix the command for the link. Oh, see, I'm getting confused with all this teaching thing. My head is already going. I thought I will come back to you, but I will try. I will try and see a few things. Maybe you tell me what I need to work on. Okay, I'm trying to get the story here. Oh, I don't know why I can't find it anymore. I hope I've not deleted it.
Yeah, it should be there. You're gonna find it soon. Don't worry, you know. So maybe before you find that, I don't know, do you want me to continue or
Yes, please. Yes, yes,
okay.
please. Thank you.
So yeah, another thing that also the reason I was like, why are the family like, why are they like this? Another thing I want to talk about. I feel like I don't know if it has to do with the Africans. I feel sometimes they expect women to do a whole lot of things. What they are expecting from the women is a whole lot. Okay, I also said on my live stream when I was analyzing the video or the story. Now, every most people are going to say, "Oh my God, just 6 months, just 6 months. It's too quick. It's too
Mm.
early, right?" And I said, if it were to be the other way around, it's even people that will start telling the man, guy, you have to look for another lady. You can't be alone. You know, you can't be cooking. You can't be doing the dishes. You can't be cleaning the house. You need someone in your life. Just try. And, people, they will start encouraging the man to get someone to try to start up life, not to just be down. But if it's maybe if it's the women, they expect a woman to stay, if not for 4 years, 3 years, or forever. That is what the expectations are. And I feel this is not for me, I feel this is not really right.
Okay.
It's not fair, except maybe personally, the woman or the lady chooses to remain that way. People should stop making people look like a bad person. They should stop painting people with the colors that they are not. They should stop making people to suffer for so long. As I'm talking more of the women now, they should allow them to
People
do their thing.
aggression.
They should allow them to do their thing. As a woman is also a human. A woman have feelings too. It's not only the men that need someone to keep them company. They shouldn't be alone. A woman needs a man to keep her company as well. A woman needs someone to tell her all is going to be well. A woman needs someone to tell her it's not the end of the road for her. She can still live. She have a reason to live. She needs this encouragement. She needs all this kind of support as well in order for her to grow and live longer. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stop here again. I think you have
Thank
something to
you.
say.
We have AA here, and she and Nightbot are always would I say in battle, and Nightbot will sometimes caution someone and all that. So she's saying, I think Nightbot is asking for a connection, and she said, Nightbot should please leave me alone. I'm not a YouTuber. Nightbot does not understand that anyway. Thank you, True Life. So I think I sent one. Oh, it's not on the screen. Oh God. Let me try again. Present the story. Yeah, I understand what you meant by, we should also try to respect people's opinion
Yeah,
in or whatever choice they decide to go with. But we will say as long as they are in their right sense of mind. I know it's just a joke. I know. That's why I'm laughing. You and Nightboat, AA. You're welcome once again, AA. So we're talking about a woman sent this to Omani Grip. Or is it Omani Grip? That's where I saw it from, and she narrated how her husband passed, and she lost her baby as well. I don't know. Is it not too tiny on the screen because I can't see from the screen? I will have to read from my
um
answer.
For me, I can see though. I don't know about others. I can see very well. If you want me to read, or I don't know if there's any way you
Yeah, you
can.
can read it, and please, guys, if you can see it, let us know. If you can read it properly on the screen, let's know.
If there's any way you can increase the size, you should. But if not, it's fine.
Let me see. Can it? It's gonna be smaller. I think. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, that's the best so far. Except I change it around, or I cut it into half.
Okay.
Okay,
So
true life. I said true life. Can you see? Can you see the story on this? Will you be able to read it? Maybe increase the size of it. Okay, I think I will do
I'll
that.
read it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can read it while I'm sorting it, please.
So he said this is Omalians underscore creep. A lady got married last year, August, and by February the next year, she lost her husband. As at when he passed, I don't want to use that, or rather,
Yeah.
let me just go straight. As at when he died, she was 3 months gone. Sadly, baby was a stillbirth. The in-laws begged her to remain in the family and that she could bear children for the dead husband. Woman went back to Abuja and was living in the house the husband built and even took over the husband's businesses without any interference from her in-laws. At this point, I was like, oh, how? Well, she reconnected with her ex, and the man now wants to marry her. She informed her in laws that her people will return the bride price by December, that she now wants to get married. Her in law asked her to return everything owned by the late husband in her custody and leave the house she is in Abuja. Okay, you are doing something to the screen. I can't see anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing something I can't see anymore.
Um,
You did something.
what did I
Uh,
do? I can see the screen. Um,
Something it just
you can't
changed
see the
though.
screen.
Okay, it's
Huh?
getting better. Okay, I can manage now, but it's a bit small. I don't know. Remember, our marriage was not even up to 6 months. Oh, was not up to 6 months. She feels bad and is here asking what she should do. Guys, did you hear that?
Okay, I'll try and see now if I can change it to. I'll try to
Yeah,
send another.
it's better now for me than the way it was before.
Okay,
Uh,
can you see it now? I don't know. I think I have two of them here. I don't know which is which. Let me see. Better
yeah,
now?
yeah, I should. Everyone should be able to see this. I don't know.
Is bigger than the other one now.
Yeah,
Okay.
so um, I'm sorry. Sometimes I might turn my mic off because they are doing the
Oh, it's okay. I will
fire.
even go to the site itself. I think commanded grip also. What's the time? What's the comma?
Okay, so that's the story. Um, like I said, they said the marriage, according to the story, was not even up to 6 months. And yeah, for me, like I said before, the family, because there's still pain, is still kind of fresh for them. And the grief is still there and everything, I know. But the question here, the question I want to ask, what was their plan when they say remain in the family? What is the plan?
Hmm.
Are they planning to give her to one of the brothers? Was that the plan? Because I don't really understand. Is that their pain, or is the pain, or are they paying because they feel or they felt it's too early for her to have decide to remarry?
Move on. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
they said, let me read it again. I don't know if you can see it, right?
Yeah, remain to do
When
what?
the husband passed, right? When the husband passed, the in-law begged her to remain in the family and that she could bear children for the dead husband. That is the question.
Bear children. It should be a child before, because it was after the buried the man that um okay. Um Sorry if you're hearing, I don't know, it's my. So yeah, are they expecting a twin? Because I know she said she was pregnant before her husband passed. It's not my story. Like I said, I saw it from the Omali. Is it Omali web? Omali
Malians
Malian,
underscore
yeah.
quick.
Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?
So AA is saying
It's from
something
there. Mommy is doing live.
possibly too
Is
early.
disturbing.
And this is a question. She said, "How will she? How she said, how will she bear children?" Exactly my question. I don't understand. Were they expect? I think the plan was for her to remain and maybe marry one of the in-laws since they want.
Exactly. That was what I said at the end then, that were they did they have a plan to give her to the brother? Something, there's a plan which they are bringing up, and I'm thinking, even with such plan, that means we're just trying to retain the man's maybe the family's house or whatever, if he's wealthy, as in maybe that's why, and some women, they will say, oh, my in-law like me, they asked me to stay. You
Okay.
understand what I mean? Like, my in-law asked me to stay, they like me. So
And
yeah, for me, okay, you can talk now.
another thing is let me tell you guys something. Mhm.
What date did I see this
The
thing?
thing is, we all can say whatever we have to say. This particular lady, she's the one wearing the shoes. She knows where it hurts or where it pains her, right? I will say this for free. Trust me. There is no woman that truly and genuinely loves her husband, and that the husband treats well, or that was treating well, like everything is okay, smooth, and all of that. They are so in love. There is no woman that will lose such a man. And within, or because obviously they said the marriage was not even up to 6 months. So
Mm,
now it means the man just passed, probably is not even up to 3 months. For example, it might not even be up to 4 months, might not even be up to 2 months with the look of things, right? So now what I'm saying is there is no woman that's that is that was treated well and that was loved by her husband and that she also loved in return, that we lose such
oh,
a
it's not here. It's not here. I
and
don't know. Okay.
just want to remarry in within this short time.
What my
This is another way of showing that probably the marriage wasn't even okay. Things were not really going well in the marriage because it's so honestly is really short because I'm just analyzing this whole story. I'm bringing out different points, right? I'm bringing out different. There's no way you will be in a marriage that is working well for you. You love this man, for crying out loud. Right now, you should still be down. For example, like everything was okay. And within 3 months or less than 3 months or thereabouts, you're already planning to move on to or with another man. There's a story I saw somewhere too yesterday. This lady said she's married. This one, they are not separated. She's still married. The man has not passed. The man hasn't passed yet. They are still married. And now she's talking about her ex, that they transfer her to one state, and she now discovered that the ex is there, and even the place they sent her to, that the ex is living 2 streets away from where she is staying right now, that she's so confused. She's still in love with her ex. That is to say, the man she's living with right now, she does not really love this man. She does not really, probably there's something she loves about the man. Maybe she loves the man's money, right? Or maybe she just opened up to this man because probably something happened to the ex. Maybe they lost contact. She wasn't able to reach the ex and all of that. And she decided to move on. And now the ex has reappeared from where it disappeared to before. And she still loves this guy. She's still willing. She's ready to even leave her marriage to continue with the ex. So, sorry guys, I'm bringing this in. It's not the same story. I'm just giving this as an example for you guys to know that for her to say she wants to marry her ex within this short time, this is another point I'm bringing in. It could be that there wasn't a genuine love in the first place. Probably she didn't really love this man in the first place. That is why it was so easy for her to just like want to move on. Okay, it was very easy because I before some of you came into this live, I once brought out a point as well where I said we should not judge people's decision all the time. There are some things that, like, as we should stop telling people to do things the way others are doing it, make it look like a law or a tradition, or one thing to say, oh, because every woman that loses her husband should stay for 5 years or 3 years or 10 years or 15 years to show that, oh, you really tried to mourn this person. I won't say that everybody have their way of, they have their limits to some certain things. They have their ways of healing, the way of coming out of trauma or whatever thing they're going through. But again, looking at this story once again, where they said the marriage wasn't even up to 6 months, marriage of 6 months, if it's a good relationship, if they had a good relationship, the love is still very fresh. It's still very fresh. Like nothing has gone wrong. No children yet. No children yet. So what is the problem? So I'm just going to stop here. Please, if you want to say something or welcome the new people.
Okay, thank you. Tolma, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please remember to give the video a thumb up. Thank you. Thank you, Guga. Thank you, AA. AA said maybe it's something they do in their parts, stay on and bear children for, I don't know. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I also felt I look at the time between when her husband passed and when what she narrated for us to know, to see. She did mention 3 months. I mean, is it 3 months or 6 months? Yeah.
They said everything, but it was
Yeah,
not
they
up.
got married last year, August, between August and February. The next year, she lost her husband, and when 3 months after, her husband left, she had a stillbirth. So maybe before she had a stillbirth, maybe the family were thinking of something else. I don't know what plan they have for their properties, their what for their wherever they invest in. Could it be that that's their main purpose? We don't know. Could it be that they really love that girl? But I felt for the wife that there wasn't much connection between the wife and the late husband. Because for me, if there was that deep connection, um, it would be really a struggle hard for her to quickly want to move on in that short space. Don't mean it has to be exactly 1 year, but of course, when you're having that relationship with your ex, I'm not sure if she's in a very good frame of mind. How will she be able to tell if her ex is taking advantage of the father? Okay, is messed up, or whatever made them to be ex, or he found her again. We lost connection, and now boom, the person not occupying your heart is no longer there. So I can quickly grab you. The thing is, can he also put himself in that position, that if he had been the one that's been that's passed, that would this woman also be able to give up, forget him in such period of a time, in short of a time. And also um I feel our parents as well, would I say parents or people that she's surrounded with, should be able to give her one or two advice. Returning the bride price shouldn't really be because of the man, the ex. Let's just assume it's not the ex now, maybe it's another man now. Why can't they return it before that time? Why is it that she's putting the story of a man coming in, to take her, someone to that she's in love with someone anyway? This is why sometimes the other family will start thinking maybe she's happy their son passed, maybe she has a hand in it, if they've been hearing them having gbasgbos before, like the mobile story that we've been hearing. They will now say, oh, no wonder, oh, maybe the ex actually the one that said so many stories will start coming up and all that. So I feel that should have not even been in the picture. She can keep that to herself. I feel sometimes, when people are wounded, they need to heal before start getting into another relationship. I feel there's not much deeper connection between her and her husband and her ex-husband. So it's maybe that's why it's easier for her to quickly connect with another man. But we don't know, is she making the right choice right now? Because some later they will say, oh, it's because I was vulnerable then. I needed someone to love me. Because the man that passed wasn't showing her love. So she's tired of being in that, you understand? Maybe she just wants to leave that house as well. We don't know. She might
Yeah,
just want to leave that building. Like, I need to be out there. I don't, yeah, it might be one escape way for her to leave.
that's
You want
another
to say
point.
something? Okay.
That's another point. Again, because right now we are not in that situation, but we are just trying to um analyze this whole thing, throw more light on it, to try to think of what could have gone wrong or what could have been the problem. Again, just like AA is asking, bear children for what? Like
Oh,
stay
oh
for what?
now.
Those kind of thing. So again, it could be that she's already sensing this thing, that she's sensing the thing that they might want her to get married to one of the in-laws, and now the ex is back. She wants to quickly use that as an escape route.
Escape route, yeah.
That could be another thing as well, because I know quite all right that there are some traditions that does that. I don't know if it's still happening to date. I know before, I think it's those people from the east of Nigeria, Eastern part. I think I've heard them say that, even watch most of those things in the movies, where when the man passes, either the younger brother, we want to say he wants to continue from where the brother stops. He wants to either the younger or the older one. They want to continue from where their brother stops. So there are some tradition that does that. I don't know if it's still effective, like if they're still doing it till date. I don't know, but I know at a point they were doing it, right? So probably maybe she has sensed something like that too. She just wants to use this as an
A way
uh
for her out.
a
Escape.
way, like an escape route for her to just try to take advantage of this earth that is around to move out from the family, right? Because this doesn't sit well with me when they said she should stay in the family and that she could bear children for the dead husband. I don't understand that part. It's really, really confusing, honestly.
Do you think the in-law really love her, based on, let's just say, forget about the word she should bear children for her, for them.
Mhm.
Do you think the love her? Maybe that's why, let's say let's assume she has a child. maybe that child, the one she said she had a stillbirth 3 months after, maybe that one was that she survived, the child survived. And so do you think if they said she should, when they asked her to stay, or maybe it was before she had the stillbirth or whatever, but when they asked her to stay, she would think is that they love her. Do you think there's a love between them? I know you don't know them. I'm just saying because we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
play
are
the
just,
second story
yeah.
now.
So for me, like they said, I will try to read again over and over again before I answer any question. All right. Pardon me for doing that. She
No, it's
said
okay. I'm even looking
that
for the
a
story
lady
on
got
the main
married last
page.
year, February, that she lost her husband. As at when he died, she was 3 months gone. Sadly, baby was okay. I think she was pregnant when they asked her to stay, according to this write-up. She was still pregnant. So
Okay,
they
I'm
were
trying to see.
hoping, that, oh, at least we have a hair, like we have someone um from our brother. Our brother still have it like a child, right? That was the reason they said she should stay back, because they didn't want her to take their child to another family or to another man. Again, I will still make reference to this. This same the Igbos in Nigeria, there's a part I've heard them also say that if there are sometimes they will say if a man did not pay a woman's bride price and the woman have bear children for you,
Yeah,
the
it
wo-
will bear
the,
their name.
the children can go and be bearing answering the girls like
Yeah.
their grandpa's name or whatever thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in this situation they don't want the girl to take
Their
the
child.
child, because
Oh,
now they know the man already paid the girl's bride price. Everything was done properly. So right now they just want her to stay in the man's house, in the family, within the family, to have this child, so everything can be sorted out. And trust me on this, telling her to stay is not a guarantee that even if maybe let's assume that she didn't really lost the baby, for example, that's nobody know what could have still happened later on. Who knows if they could have still sent her away after having the baby to say, give us our child and go. What are you doing here? You can no longer stay here and all of that. Okay. Because now I understand it very well, because she was still pregnant. That is why they say she should stay. Because it won't be right for her to take the pregnancy to another man's house and another man is putting this thing on top their baby. They don't want it now.
to putting the thing on the baby to come.
So be pouring more oil on top their own brothers, those kind of things. So they don't want it that way, right? So that was why they asked her to stay in the. I think that was why they asked her to stay in their brother's house, in the family, at least to have the child for them. But now that that one is out of the way, and here she is saying, because they feel they lost everything. I'm still going to try to think on the family side as well. I think they feel like they're gonna lost in all way around. They lost everything. Now the brother is not there, the child is not here, the property, no, we won't let the property go. If you want to go,
Mm.
it's okay, you can go, right? They don't want to feel lost in all way around. I think that's why they said she should drop everything. But again, if they are legally married, they shouldn't be telling her that is her husband, and yeah, they're married. But I know some tradition will tell you this is how we do our thing. But by law, she's supposed to um, have access to all of those things. She's supposed to have access to all of those things. Welcome,
Yeah,
Mommy Fechi. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Toma. Just want to use the quick opportunity to say welcome to everyone that has joined. Thank you all. God bless you for joining. Yeah.
you're welcome, ma. So I finally found the story on the page as well. So yeah, I also think like you said, keeping maybe they also have another strategy, knowing that they might lose, so they want to use style while she's still grieving to be planning something, so they could come and use that style to get some things off her. especially when they know, maybe they think she has signatory, she's the one that will have maybe final say to some of the things they
Yeah.
have, as in she and her husband. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, yeah, maybe they might not even have cordial relationship, they might just be using the style to just I know there should be a plan behind her staying. Even if she has two children for the man, do you understand? So for them to say to start bearing children, is it that did they expect her to have another man coming into the house and they'll be looking at them? And if it happens to them, if let's turn the table round, do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? If it was their own daughter that things happened to, would they ask the man to still stay in the house? They will also be screaming by then that she knows about it. So I feel we should read some few comments from the place, then we can go on to the second story. That's the one actually wanted to treat today before we discuss that. That I said, okay, we can retreat this story today. So, but you will see why I was asking question about in-law and the love of your life, which I said some prefer to have their they prefer to their in-law is likes them, rather than their husband, because they know if there's any issue they can quickly run there.
I don't know what happened, but can you guys hear me though? Before the host will come back on the screen, yeah, I just want to quickly say this. I think there's a mistake somewhere. That's what I think, because according to the story, when the man passed, the woman was pregnant. And I believe when a woman is pregnant, not until you've gone for your scan to know if you're carrying one child or two or three or four or 10. So
Mm.
it was okay for them to say it could still bear children, because they don't know if it's going to be one child or two. The pregnancy was still very uh young. So sorry, I'm gonna let you continue. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I wanted to talk to my son.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to respond to mommy Ifechi? She's Ifechi's family. I think she's talking to you.
No, I don't think
Okay.
I think she's talking
Okay.
to AA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's talking to
So
AA.
remember, her marriage was even not up to 6 months. She feels bad and she's asking what she
What she
should do. Yeah. And this person said, if I tell you the position of the law on this matter, ona go cost me to blah blah blah. I'm confused on the she could bear children for her late husband part. How is that possible? Exactly. If we read respond, yeah, in my place, the lady can get pregnant outside and children will.
Oh, honestly, host, it's not funny. Someone said, yeah, in
Doesn't
my place. Like, yes,
Can you see where I put the mouse? Like that's why I'm laughing. Like we talked about it. There's some that they will say you
different
should go and bring children
tradition.
outside and the children will bear a late husband's name. I've heard that before though. And
Oh
are
my
you not
God.
Igbo? For the fact that the bride price is still on her, any child she will have is the husband's child. Are you getting it now?
Yeah.
They will
So
say,
she can
yeah.
still go. So I think
I think that's why they
they
return the
are
bride
upset
price.
because she said they wants to return the bride price. So probably they were expecting her to have a relationship is okay. You can get pregnant and bring the child. The child can still, according to this, right? He says she can still have a child, and the child is going to bear the late husband's name. Mommy Ife, she's here, and I believe she's from Igbo. I think she can help. Thank you so much. She laughs and she says, "How is your family too?" We are fine. Thank you, ma. And yours.
Um, it might be a walk or about to close. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if you can drop a link if anyone is willing.
Oh
Is it?
yeah, I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually forget about link. Oh,
So
no,
every, where we came from, Nigeria. So many tradition, my sister, it's just too much. Okay, just imagine where I come from. I come from Edo State. In Edo State is very big. We have a lot of tribes inside Edo State. We have a lot of tradition. I'm actually from Benin. I'm Oyedo Pataki. Inside out Benin that I came from. Do you know different families? They greet in different, they have different greetings and they have different what will I say it? Will I say practices or different culture? Like there are some things, some families they will tell you, no, in this family, this
Mm,
is Oya family, this is this one family, this is how we do it in this one. You understand? I'm just saying this just for Edo State alone, not to talk about the others. You understand? Edo
mm.
State, we have a lot of tribes, a lot of tradition in there. There is no now so we they do one for Edo. Mm-mm. You understand? So this person saying, okay, that's in where he or she comes from, she can have children and the children will bear the late husband's name. I'm not surprised. It's
Yeah,
Nigeria. It's a lot.
a lot
It's
happens. Yeah. And yeah, the children will be, and this one says for the fact that the bride price has been paid. Okay, one of the things we are currently facing in Igbo land is sad situation that this time and era people only see women as productive machine. Yeah, that's another thing that
Mhm.
some people have not taken off. They feel, you were just baby machine. So all they marry you to just give birth. That's why some mother-in-laws just keep disturbing their daughters-in-law when baby hasn't forthcoming. They will face them rather than also asking their own son, could there be an issue? Have you guys done so thing? Yeah. No, they are not cruel. You want to move on with your life. That's fine. You should also have the decency to return your late husband's property since you're starting a new life. This one I don't like it because how did they know if maybe she's just assuming. How did they know if they didn't if when the whatever they have wasn't a joint investment?
Thank you. That's
You
another thing.
understand?
If it was
You,
not a
you don't
joint
know
venture,
was it a joint investment? Also, let's think of it. What if this lady is the one that has most of the money? She's the one, and the husband family, which they would think, oh, she's using our son. They will now want to use that. We don't know because, like I said, she only shared the one that she wants us to know. Do you understand? But people's assumption when you get to comment section, people will say comment section is always supposed to. You see different kind of brain. Some you'll be thinking if they're still breathe, they're still well, or they need to. You understand? People will just drop comment. I'll be like, really? So like this person now already assume anything they have is for her husband. So a woman can just be like to this person now, maybe a woman is useless. So whatever they have is the husband. The even her clothes is the husband.
you
To
know,
me, that's
I sorry, I wouldn't blame that person so much. It's just like
the
something that is very
mentality.
common. It's something that is very common before now. Before now it's very common, especially I always say this, even if it's my channel, I'm doing any video, I always say this, especially in Nigeria. Before now, it used to be the men, the man, the man, the man. But these days, and in a way, I so much like it that the women are standing up, they're waking up from their sleeps, they are getting uh more useful to themselves again, unlike before. Before you will see once a woman get married now to they produce, so you start. But these days, go to Nigeria, you will see a family that have just one child or two. They will tell you this is what we want to stop here. But it wasn't common those days.
Hmm.
That was not what was expected of us those days. Things are gradually changing. The ladies, the women are beginning to understand that it's not you being a woman is not a curse. You being a woman is not a reason for you not to be able to invest or go to school, get a job for yourself and do something. save money for yourself, you know. But these things wasn't like that before, but everything is changing by the day. And I'm really happy about that. And that is why you're seeing that some certain things are also changing in the other way. Like the men, some of the men now respect the women. They kind of respect them now because before the woman is just to be there, be housewife, cook. Before the man gets back, make sure you cook, give birth to a child, take care of the children, and all of that. The men will be the one to go out there to work, bring money, and pay the bills, and that ends the chapter. But not
Mm.
anymore. Not anymore. The women work now. The men work. The women go into businesses now. The men also go into business. All right. So is I think that person is responding based on how things used to be. The person should
Yeah, they've
know
not
that a lot of things
upgraded.
have changed already.
Let me read this comment, then we can move to the next this thing. This percentage for me is all these ladies under the comment section applauding. Really sad. What does the law says about husband property when he does especially the ones that have no will? The husband or the wife is the next of kin unless otherwise stated in a will. But I guess Nigeria is not ready for that discussion.
That's another thing.
Look
That's
at Mohbad story. Do you understand? And you know where we come from, we know most times when situation happen like that, it is the woman that eliminates the or pie the man, or is the woman. So their first target is to first of all pend that property and all that. They'll first of all want to keep pinning so that she doesn't have access to anything. You know, sometimes they would go to the house, maybe the brother, or they would just go there and lock the door while they ask her to come and do is it a mobile they call it? You know that to come and more to come and grieve her husband in their
oh, it's
family
not
house.
Amugo. Amugo has to do with the one that when they had a
Baby
newborn
one,
baby
yeah.
to
Yeah,
come
so
knock the
to come
baby.
and do the grieving in their own family house, not in the
Hmm.
house. And you know, there was some time that I heard some ladies were kicking against it, that they want to do it in their own present house rather than going to the family house. So because some of them, when they go to the village to go and say they are doing that, they do the grieving time. I don't know how many months they have. You know, some they shave their hair. I don't know if I shared the story on Gores that the lady says they shaved her hair, and you know the story plenty. So all those times they will go to the house, they will start picking a few things from the man's thing, they will start wearing it, start selling, start taking cars. You know, their main focus then during those times that the woman is grieving is the property, because they
It's
feel the woman will just maybe marry someone else and all that.
going to
That's
the village to do those perform those is it will I call it ritual, perform those, I don't know what to call it actually, to perform those things are
I'm still
actually
coming
their
back on this thing
tradition,
though.
right? It's actually their tradition. And I used to have a friend then. I think there's a part of Igbo. Mommy Fechi is here. I wish she can come up to help us a bit. I think there's a part of Igbo, I don't know where, I can't remember, that is not even only the woman that loses her husband, even siblings. I
Mm-hmm.
used to have a friend then. I think she said if it was her brother, whether I had that brother or something like that, but it wasn't like husband, but someone within the family. They also shaved their hair. My friend shaved her hair. She shaved
Yeah,
her
I
hair.
heard that if they
Said they
if they
did
lose
that.
their younger someone that is not up to a certain age,
Yeah,
they will take
so
off.
it's not only the women that loses their husband, stuff like that. You understand? So all these things actually they are tradition and tradition. Tradition is good actually, but I'm sorry to say this. I think most of those traditions we have in Africa, should I say we have in Nigeria, favors the men most, you know, or rather favors the men more than the women. That is how I see it. If you sit down and think about, just try
That's
and
how
think,
it is.
you will see everything is for the men's favor. Everything, everything, you know. I don't know if there's anyone, imagine even in my where I come from, there are some family, they will tell you if a woman that is married, if you cheat, something is going to happen to the, that was the one they did, that when the woman cheats, something's going to happen to the husband. And I think they went to amend it. I don't know. Some said if they not do something, something will not happen to the woman's first son. First,
Yeah, there's different. Some they will
because
say if they
the
don't
men don't
do
want to
mean
carry
something.
that.
Yeah, I
Because
have a
you're
friend then
supposed to
that
be
if she
responsible. Then,
doesn't
like, you
give,
don't want to be caused anymore. Eh?
I got a friend that they said to her that is I think maybe it's, I don't know if it's 12 months or whatever for wearing black. So they must she must not wear any, it has to be black. And if she doesn't complete it, because it got to a stage she kept complaining.
Mm.
If she doesn't complete, they said our first son is going to also
Follow
um
the husband. He's also
so
going
does
to.
that mean that the husband's mom did the same, it is well, it is well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ifechi family, Mommy Ifechi said it's not part of their
that's
own side, it's not side of their own, part of
it's
their
not part of
own Igbo
their Igbo
side.
land.
Igbo
Which
side,
one,
yeah.
mommy Feshi? Which of them? Is it which of
Okay.
them? Because yeah. So so a lot of things are happening, a lot of tradition, a lot of, and again, I don't know, guys. I might be wrong. I just feel that even this tradition thing we're talking about, it's take effect on people that truly believes in them. That's what I think. Because I am from Benin, and they said a woman is not, they don't, if you're a Benin, married Benin woman, you're not allowed to cheat or anything, right? But I've seen some, they still cheat, and they will tell you, the man cannot come back to the woman. I've seen some. The woman apologized, the
That
love is still
happens.
there, life goes on.
Remember
There
when they were punishing the women that if they do so thing, they will most of them will start going insane, and even the innocent one were going insane as well. And then they were getting away with that thing. I don't. Do you understand what I mean?
no, I didn't get it. It was breaking a bit.
Okay, I said all these rules that they put on.
Yeah.
So I was saying, remember that there's some that they will say if the woman is cheating or has cheated, they'll start going insane, mad.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, and some were even innocent. Maybe
Yeah.
it's their in-laws that made them just say, okay, they were cheated.
To make it
And
look as if
moreover, on the men's side, when they cheat, they don't go insane.
uh,
So
uh,
everything is
a
about the
man is
woman.
allowed to cheat now, according to them. A man is allowed to do whatever. But Mife, she said she's from Anambra. Oh, wow. I've been to Anambra. I've not been to Imo. That is good. Anambra is a beautiful place. You guys are good with banga stew. Oh my God. You guys are good with banga stew. Yeah,
So
so a lot of these things, I don't know. I think it works for, I think it's about what you believe, about your belief though. Imagine some persons now. Mommy Ife, she said, however, I left Nigeria many years ago, and growing up, we hardly visit village except Christmas. So I really don't remember some of these things. You're lucky, Mao. You're very lucky. Because imagine now, some of us that are not back home, right? We are in all this country. We start having children. Our children grow up here. They've not been to the village or all those kind of things. And you think if they do, God forbid, they even do one of all these things now. For example, that thing in the village will not be taking effects, or it will not work now. It's those people that goes there to go and be worshiping, paying homage, doing everything. The spirit will also be following them. So it's their belief. It's their belief. That's how I see it. So there's a lot of side to this lady's story. There's a lot of side, a lot of thing to say. If the lady were to be in this life, my candid advice to her is that if you know that I don't know, because some families they won't even allow the law to take its place. That's another thing. And if they see the law is going on the woman's favor, they might buy the woman for what
mm,
now. So my advice, if I am to see or speak with this lady, please, if you know you really know what you're doing. You feel going back to your ex is going to make you feel okay. You're sure of your decision. I would say if they are dragging this property too much with you, please let them go with their thing. Life is much more important than properties. At the end of the day, the person that they claim that owns this property is nowhere to be found. So even you dragging it, you will still leave it for another person. So there's no point. There's
Mm.
no point. So you should try to save your life first. Try to be good. Try, don't. One thing I don't really like, I advise people, don't start a fight with family, especially family, some of them that are very diabolical, that are not
Yeah.
Christians and all of that. It's not always advisable to start um starting up issues, quarrel, fights with them. They might go extra mile to do, or extra length to do things that you don't even expect. So that would be my advice for her. She should follow her heart, do what pleases her. My take in this life is do what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting another person, you didn't steal, you didn't kill someone, but you just want to do something and be happy with your life, you can go ahead and do that. It's very, very important for you to be happy with yourself, you know. That's
On
all
my
I.
own, I'm gonna wrap this with saying, when I don't know, we don't know how they go, how they met, but each of them have their tradition.
Yeah.
So, the tradition of the our husbands would most likely be needs to be observed as an in grieving that their son passed. So we don't know the time frame they have. Some, like I said, I know someone that it was a year and they have to wear black. They will work, everything is black black. Why some is another color? Or some they all have their this thing. I don't know. Maybe it is during those times that's why they ask her to stay in the house, and they have another plan. But irrespective of this thing, we still know that the tradition might still need to be respected or observed. That's for me, the wrap up for me on this occasion. On There's another one that I shared this last week, but we don't have enough time. Um, the lady complained of how, you know what? Let me just share the screen. Um, I don't know how many minutes you have more, my true life.
No, it's okay. We're here to.
So we can see the screen. You're welcome, EMC Variety. I'm sorry, I didn't. I wanted to acknowledge you the other time we're talking. Sorry about that. You're welcome. Please remember to give the video a thumb up. Thank you. So I got this from Dr. Chola's page, so credit to him. She said I got married last year, May, and everything was fine. But 2 months of my wedding, uh, was diagnosed of breast cancer stage 2. My whole life scattered, but I put all my trust in God and went ahead with the treatment. My mother-in-law was my angel. She took care of me for close 9 months before she died. And but my greatest pain and disappointment is that my husband didn't show any empathy towards me. No love, no support, financial support, or blah blah blah. None. He was an oga in one of the biggest bank in Nigeria. My mother-in-law love begged me to overlook everything and focus on my health. I went with chemotherapy, surgery, and radio radiotherapy, and I'm cleared and still under observation. I can count how many times my husband said something since I got married, maybe set her eyes on her, or maybe when they were intimate. I don't know what she meant by since I got married. So my husband goes out at times like that. Sometimes he doesn't come home and he won't tell me. I complained to his sister since his mom is late. I decided to talk to my husband about our relationship because we don't talk in two in we don't talk in last we even talk in less. And what she meant is They don't, maybe sometimes in 2 weeks they might not talk. So 2 weeks or more. So I decided to ask what I have done. He said, I quote, that he is not attracted to a fat woman, a fat lady. I'm just size 12 from size 10 because of my medications, and is a size 20 far. Meaning is, oh, that's like the far means. After he told me that, I lost every respect I have for him. I see him as nothing because he knows what I went through during my treatment from his mother. On the other day, on the day of my surgery, he didn't call or check up on me. I stayed 10 days in the hospital. He came out as a visitor, as at my not as my husband. I know the marriage is over, but I like to hear from lovely people and all that. So I hope
Let
you understand what I mean. Moon,
yeah,
moon tips, you're welcome.
Muna's tips. Welcome, Muna's
Yeah,
tips.
Moon's tip. The way I see
Um,
it, Jesus
act-
Christ.
actually, yeah. I sometimes I like to read these kind of things. Like I was telling you the other day, there's some, I'm following like two people on Instagram. I really see a lot of these marriage stories, like
Um,
real stories, or it's not fabricated ones or forged stories, real thing that is going on, and I am really happy that you're sharing some of these, and I hope to share some on my channel as well. Why? Because these things are very important.
it's an eye
People,
opener.
yeah, people are going to learn from these things, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, do you know what it means? Do you know what that chemotherapy is? I don't. I've never gone through it, but I have a friend that went through that. She almost lost her life. The trauma alone, eh? Forget about the way the thing will finish your system like this. The
And they
way
get so
you will
tired,
feel,
so
like
busy.
your emotions, emotionally, that lady needs all manner of support, or if not for anything but that period of time, she needs that support and love. For the man to just ignore her like that, abandon her, not, he doesn't even care about her emotions, he didn't care about her feelings, he didn't care about nothing. It's so obvious that there's no atom of love, nothing. He doesn't have nothing for this woman, and I don't even know. And sometimes we, as an individual, we will tell people, just go away from that marriage. I know sometimes it can be difficult, especially maybe you guys have done one or two things together. It's really difficult for our people, but this other part of the world, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Those other people, you
They
hide
walk
them,
out easily.
you they colo, they go tell you say they don't do again because you use eye look them. You not put the cup for the right place. The feel vest, that is the end. But for us, we tend to try to forgive, manage situation, try to pray. Most people that will go, if you go to comment section, you're going to see a lot of people who say, go and pray, go into prayer too. I know
They
prayer
will tell some now, they will say go to NSPPD and place it on the other.
better of fire.
Eh?
I know God, I know there's no situation God cannot handle, right? But there are, like I say these things sometimes. It's not everybody that is meant to marry you. It's not everybody. Oh. Some people, they are supposed to be single. Even if they are dating, even if they are satisfying their flesh, like you guys
Yeah,
want
marriage
to
is
do,
not for
they
everyone.
shouldn't go and say, yes, I do. It's not meant for them. They don't have that space, that vacancy in their hearts is not there to love, to put another person. It's not there. So people like that, they shouldn't go and get married. It's not for them. Marriage is not for everyone. If you know you don't have empathy, no sympathy, you don't have human feelings or whatsoever, don't even think of getting married. You don't know how to overlook, to what's the other word again? You don't know how to overlook, you don't know how to tolerate and all of that.
Walk
Don't think
away.
about marriage. You don't know how to feel sorry for someone. Don't think about marriage. Don't. Yes, mommy Feshi, she said, I've always said marriage is not a must and it does not define anyone. Honestly, like if I see, if you see some people's story, you will just sit down, tears will just be pouring out of your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see some other persons like mommy Feshi, sometimes when she's talking about our own some things about herself, our relationship and all that, I'm like, oh, this mama, she's very lucky. Oh, hey, she's very lucky. Some persons are lucky because if people open their mouth to tell you what they are going through, my goodness, you will ask if they are living with a human or a shaped a rock that does not have blood or water inside.
So you see why I said some people they prefer their in-laws. You know where I come from, there's this saying that they say in Yoruba. I don't think it is any again now. They will say, oh, it's better you marry your in-law.
Mhm.
See, both applies though. What I'm saying right now, both applies. It's better you marry your in-law that so that when your husband start misbehaving, your in-law have your back. You can talk to them. And at the
Mm.
same time, there's one that they will say it's better your husband like you, so that when there's always
What works
in
for
case
A
it
does not work for B.
be. Thank
Trust
you.
me. There's nothing like marry your in-law or marry your husband whatsoever.
So
But
my
the
Yoruba,
number one thing is you're not marrying your in-law. Is you and that man. Now, two of now they do. Now, two of now they sleep bed. Now, two of now they wake up. In-laws, they did their house. If there is one or two living with you, they are sleeping in their own separate rooms. I understand, right? But the major thing is that person you're saying, yes, I do to. Either to the woman or you as a woman to the man. Is those ones are much more, for me, much more important because nothing like if the man don't like you, the family like you, you will see that. Now lie, you. Now lie. Nobody should take that word. Now lie.
yeah, my own Yoruba people do some. I think they will say you're marrying to the families, the family that came to ask for your hand. They were the one that came to portray to how they
No
portray
be your
this
husband
thing.
carry your name, go
Say,
give the
hold
family.
on now. So
Eh,
there is your even see even your father-in-law will be calling you his
it's
wife.
mm,
His brother-in-law, and I say his brother is your brother-in-law, your junior brother-in-law. You have to call I'm still coming back to the all this thing. You
respect
have to
them.
call them brother, even the one you're older than.
Or
So
you call
some
them
people
your
prefer,
husband.
yeah, some people prefer, and you see their brother, their husband's brother, the younger one, they treat them like they the same respect they will accord to their own husband, even if it's their brother's husband's brother or a senior brother, the same respect they accord to their husband or even more is what they have to give to the in-laws. And to me, I'm like, why now? So some people prefer that they are married to their in-law likes them. There's this one, they will say, so that even when something happen or the children, they can be free when they go home with their in-law. It does work for some, but
Of
like this
course.
person that narrated that story, we don't know the guy's brother, his own is the guy's brother. By the time he gets married, that one might not be experiencing what this woman is experiencing from the same in-law. It's the same in-law, but different love that they will show to them.
And another one I want to add to what you're saying, everyone listen. You see those of you sometimes that say that your in-laws are very good with you, but you and your husband, you're always having one or two issues. Hmm. There are two-faced in-laws, so there might be one or two persons. You know what we call two two-face inside. I have an example of one person. When I remember then when I newly got married, sometimes when there's no perfect home, anyone that comes out to just come and say, my marriage is 100% perfect, that person is
Mm,
lying. You understand? But again,
mhm.
it get worse. Some marriages are very worse, severe. Some are better. best or whatever. You understand? Different level and grade. When there's this guy, like from in-law, my husband's side, he was living with my husband before we got married. So his boy, way younger. He's not like, I don't know how to really explain. Cousin's son. I don't know. People that are educated tell me, is it second cousin you call that or third cousin? I don't know, but way younger to him. Like he just took him along. The guy was supposed to be living with his parents, but when he was moving out to get a place for himself, he decided to take the guy along. He's not like a small boy though, but he's a junior to him, way junior to him. So when we got married, I didn't see any issue with that. It's a 3 bedroom flat, for crying out loud. So we are not going to sleep in all the 3 rooms, right? It's okay. Anytime there's the little argument, do you know this guy will come and meet me and tell me, hey, that your husband, hey, now you fit him. It's who they do sell, that my brother. It's who they do. Now you now fit him. I beg, mama, not just give her that chance. That my brother self. I thank God say you even there yet. So, they will not go again and go and meet his
And go and
mother.
say something else.
This your wife. Your
Now,
wife.
wow.
Epa, he calls him Epa, like senior, respect in Bini language.
Mm.
Epa. It's not, he will say here and
They
say
will
there.
instigate the
And
different
in
thing.
between, when he's now in the presence of both parties, you not like, he's watching. Don't set the fire. There are in-laws like that, my dear. You
Mm-hmm.
feel they love you. They come to tell you when you have problems, they try to give you solution. Yeah, do them like this. That does not mean that the love is genuine.
And they can change at any time as well. Even if as at the time they were still doing that with you, and they might be genuine, but they can change, they can switch at any time. Remember, it's their blood. They will do the one that suits them, or where
Hmm.
they have their personal gain.
My dear,
Yeah,
I
if there's
don't.
no personal gain again, the loyalty would obviously change. They would withdraw.
Marriage is between a man and a woman, not it's in the Bible. He said you will leave your father and your mother and cleave to your waiting. So did not say carry your uncle, leave your woman, leave your father and your mother, or man, leave your father and your mother and go and cleave to your in-law, all those kind of things. Or woman, go and so it's a man and a woman thing, right? But I am not saying that people should go and be having issues with their in-laws. Please be okay with your in-laws. If they are good to you, be good to them. If they are the type that need space, please give them space. Don't overdo things. Don't go and wake the sleeping dog or the sleeping lion. You know, remain in your space and respect them. You know,
Yeah. What works for A doesn't work for B, and yeah, and it might be they might be your friend this time around, and later they will switch. Some people will say, "Oh, when I first got married, we were friends, we were this one," and it's true, yeah. And some will say they're just pretending. They might not even be pretending. Something must have happened, and before you know, they've just switched. You just be wondering what's happening. Yeah, there are people like that, and some will even be telling you to call even the children that you met in the house, which I experienced to be calling them Buddha. See, when I got married, my husband's elder sister is the second, but the first son. So the first child is a girl,
mm,
is a female. So our son, which is just like 5 years old,
yeah.
I was told one day that I should not be addressing him by his name. Hey, hey, you are Yoruba now, so if you can still hear me, that I have to use. And now what I said, eh? I said, where is that one? That's me, my own brother. That there is his wife and other. They call me by that. We don't do all those auntie brother thing in our place. If the person is older than me, do you understand? Yeah. But why would I be even 5 years old? Do you understand? And once you start saying no, or you start frowning, they used to becomes their enemy. And by the time I was even going to voice this out, when they say, I'll just chuckle like, until when they obviously said it to my, and I said, I said, no, we don't do that. He's 5 years old now. I said, even the one that my own age mate, I would not talk. I said, no, no, we don't do it that way, But I noticed the different, the change, like the change drastically. You know what? Me, space work for me. They can't come to my house without me knowing, there was restriction, seriously, and they get it because they weren't going to see me anymore, as except they have something that maybe they are functioning and I have to go with my husband. I obviously put the boundary in place. Everybody knows their way. But as time goes on, everybody, we're now falling in, I didn't have accepted that I will not be calling by now. That guy should be over 20 something years, and I'll be saying, but why now? You see, this in-law thing, it doesn't mean that they don't love you in this side. They can love you in the other side and change later. But on the story that I shared, the other one now, that the woman was talking well, good of the mother-in-law, may God rest her soul. But for the man to have kind of abandoned the woman for that long, because going through that therapy is not a moi, and for her to even respond to it well, do you understand? Then she's only having the love from maybe from her own in-law. She didn't say anything about her own family though. And now she has the love of her would I say parents in-law, her mother-in-law, and other in-laws that loves her, and she feels she can talk to them. What about the man she's living with? She can't overlook it because she keeps seeing the man's behaving like he's someone that she doesn't know, for to
Uh,
the extent that she had to ask him. And look at what the man said, that he doesn't fancy so size. When he
mm,
now sees me, what would he now say? He
my
won't say
dear,
anything.
the bitter truth, I know a lot of people will not agree with me on this. The bitter truth is that, um,
Hey,
thank
my
you,
first
Mommy
sister.
Fechi.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. God
Thank you,
bless
Mommy
you.
Fecha. I was going to see announce the news that I got today.
On it.
Oh, thank you. God bless you,
Yeah.
man.
So
Thank
I
you,
know, I
Fecha.
know a lot of people will not want to hear this. Trust me, huh? See, people should stop um um giving excuses for them to be treated like trash.
Hmm.
I don't know if you get it right. For example, like this lady is speaking now, the family is good to me. This and that. Don't because of say the family is good to you and stay there. See, I was Mommy Fechi is here. I was on a Uju talk show. Live was it? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, and I was sharing. I was typing some certain things. It's high time, women should stop this olden days thing. Women, especially mothers, learn to prioritize yourself. Enough of I'm doing it because of my children. Enough of all this.
Hmm.
Don't do Bikonu. Stop doing those things because it's really affecting a lot of them. Trust me, they are not fine, but they are managing and managing. Stop saying because of my children, like this one now you just shared, because of my in-law, now it make me sit there. That is why I'm just staying. Because of my in-law, don't because of anybody. This life now per head.
Hmm.
Even the children you give birth to, on that great day of judgment, you will stand still on your own. There is nothing like, oh yeah, oh, you and your children, your husband, one family of Moses this way. Now one person, one each. Try not to treat like don't treat people wrongly, right? Live a good life and learn to prioritize yourself. Learn to prioritize you first before any other thing.
Love
You
yourself,
and you
self-love for
first.
sure.
Self-love. I need this thing to be loud and clear for everyone to hear. Self-love is very important. We women should learn to love ourselves, to prioritize ourselves, not because of my children. Look at, imagine let I not talk, Sha. Imagine imagine what the woman is going through. And I know she's trying to acknowledge all the good deeds, all the good things the in-laws have done to her, to let people know they are not bad people. It's good to say that, but she should not use that as an example and remain in hell. It's not going to help her because she continues. You see this treatment she went through is not over yet. The system is not fully back yet. She
Hmm.
still needs to take care of herself
Yeah, she
to
said she's still under
fully
observation as
fully
well.
recover. So she doesn't need all this now. Whatever
I
that's
even
that,
like what she said at the end. She said she knows the marriage is over. But I'm thinking, like, why would someone be that? Why don't you allow her to finish her treatment before you start showing her such behavior when you know you're no longer interested in her?
that
Sometimes just
that man is a baby man. Is a baby man. Is a baby man. Guys, I have a lot of things to discuss with people. I always tell expressing my view. Sometimes my challenge is how am I going to put this stuff like the title? I don't know how to title
how
this
would I
thing.
word it? I used to tell you, even
You
this one I
understand?
was
That's
thinking,
my problem.
what
Again,
should I type? Oh,
I have this discussion for men and for women too. Men, you want to get married. Don't say you see this girl, she's slim. I like slim girls that want married. Don't make that mistake. Oh. Don't try it because if you do, that girl that is size 6 or be size 0 that you say you like, she might end up even after one child turning to size 16 or size 12 or 14. You understand? You should a man before going into marriage, you should understand that these things are natural. But even when it comes, even if you don't truly like it, there is a way to go about it. There is the way to discuss things like that, not to body shame, not to make the woman feel inferior, lesser than herself, making her reducing, making her lose her self-esteem, as in trying to talk her down, all those kind of things.
mm,
It's totally wrong. If you don't like the way your woman is looking, there's a way to go about it. You can
mm,
motivate her. You
she said she
understand?
wants to, yeah.
You can motivate her. She can go to gym. She After a while, if the baby is grown, she can work on a diet or whatsoever. You understand? So there are a lot of things to do. It's not enough to just say I don't like as you fat, or I don't Mama Jude, I don't like the way they look, or Jude, please, I don't like your size, you're so big now, you're not like this, da, 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 da. That is not, it's not nice. The couples should learn to talk to each other with respect, not just the men, the women too. We should learn to talk to each other with respect. Respect your husband as a woman, and the woman should learn to respect the wife as the woman too. A woman also deserves some level of respect. Don't just say because yes, we all know a man is the head, God has made it so. So because of that, you should put your 2 feet on her head and start saying everything that comes through your mind. So all these things are I hate to hear things like this. Trust me, I feel pained when I see some men maltreating
Behave like this.
some ladies. If I feel really bad, honestly, I feel really bad. It shouldn't be. Marriage is something that which we all should enjoy, even though sometimes some challenges do come, but not these severe ones, not this
Mm.
torment. I can imagine what this lady is going through. I can imagine her sleeping. This kind of a man, I think that was what she was trying to write there. I don't even think the man is even meeting her in the other room. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
anything
for
And if this woman go out now to go and do something, the same people will now bring tradition and come and say, you are not a
then the
good
same
woman.
in-law that loves her now, they will now say, they will kick against it.
Everybody should. Uh,
Do you
um,
think?
okay.
Do you think? Sorry, finish your
Yeah,
sentence.
I was just trying to say everybody should play their role and be responsible. A woman, play your woman role or whatever. I mean, you as a man,
Man,
do the right thing, do the needful.
mm,
You know, yeah.
okay. Do you think she married her in-laws, her husband's family? There's some clauses to this as well. Some people, once the man is interested in them, they just want to go home. As in, they want you to take them home. They want to start washing clothes. We're still going to come to that another time. They want to start washing clothes, helping them to cook the food, go to the market. They want to be loved by the family. Do you understand? And some men, it get to a stage where they feel that you're a you're for them. So
White material.
yeah, that wife material thing. You get to a stage where even the man might not like it anymore. So he might see that I think you're closer to them, or whatever happened, you tell them. So maybe the guy has actually even switched off before she noticed it. forget, no, now we're putting this size, body size, the body shame thing that the man was trying to use into it, that maybe the man also have noticed that, okay, she's a mama wife, so he's now having his own babe out there. I'm not in support of what the man is doing. I'm just saying, I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yeah, yes. The thing is, we as what's the word? As a man and a woman during courtship, it's very important to discuss what you really fancy, the things you like and things you don't like, sometimes. And I noticed that some people don't really have, most people, some people that are married now, they didn't really have a lot of conversation that has to do with things like this. They didn't
Mm.
have the time to sit down to discuss what they truly like and what they don't like and stuff like that, you know and why am I saying this? When you made mention of maybe the man has caught side, I don't know how you put that word. Like maybe the man interest has reduced sometime
Mhm.
long ago before now. It could be it could be as a result of anything. It could be anything, right? I just want to put this in because I've realized or I've noticed that some women, once we are married, they don't pay bride price. Everything is done. They just losing up like that. They give
Rapper.
themselves like that. Eh,
Mhm.
Outside the wrapper, there is a way you tie your wrapper in a sexy way. Sometimes shouldn't be every time. Maybe you're coming out from the bathroom, for example, you just like quickly want to grab something quickly. You should, like, it's not about because you're married, so therefore you don't take care of yourself anymore. It shouldn't be like that. No, it shouldn't be like that. You should try to still look good. Like the topic we were discussing the other time. I don't know whose channel. Was it your channel? I can't remember for sure. I think it was a channel that has to do with the pastor that was preaching about getting a human hair, buy bone straight, and stuff like that. You
Mhm.
understand?
Yeah, it's
So
Gore's corner.
that's another topic. But I just said that just to let people know, if you can afford to buy wig and wear, if you can, why not?
Mm.
But if you cannot, your own natural hair, your hair on your head, there's a way you take care of yourself. You can go make your hair now. Even there are some ladies that cut their hair, they cut it low cut, that low cut, looking at them on that low cut, the way they will carry themselves, dress, you will love it. You will love it. Again, men, most times they are easily moved by what they see. Trust me, they are easily moved by what they see. And at times, I tell people, a lot of people also get married not out of love. They are just married, and luckily for them, as time goes on, the love is now growing, love is now coming in, and everything is coming out in a good way. It's not everybody that married out of, oh, I so much love this person. Some person just married for some other reasons, and along the line, the love is coming in. They're beginning to truly love each other. You understand? So
Yeah.
what I'm saying in essence is that, especially with the women, we should, some of us, I'm not going to add myself to it. Obviously, I'm not. Some women should stop just living themselves because they are married and all of that. Before you got married, you used to wear catapult. Now you no longer wear catapult. You buy the one that is up to a year, all those kind of things. And this thing, this man, this your husband, he likes it. He likes, things that turns him on, things that makes him happy, makes him like that love, that thing. He go dey shack am, he go dey place of work, he dey think of you. I just reach out
Mm.
now. I know say my wife like this. It must not lead to the whole thing must not lead to the other room. But
Yeah, it
normally,
must not always lead to other room.
you understand now. You should look good now. Look good, and because sometimes I'm gonna speak on the men's side too. Sometimes the women really do some things that really You
Push
just
them
tire.
off. Yeah, piss them off.
I know of a lady that the husband is always complaining. Then that she doesn't do makeup, she doesn't, woman thing now. She doesn't take care of herself. No body spray, no, you can't even use lip gloss. You can't look good. You will eat, finish eating. All the food is all over this place. Everywhere is dried, and you are here talking, and you now expect the man to be smiling and be happy. Come on, you're a
Mm.
woman. Naturally, I know sometimes the responsibility of kids are there, but that is why I was sounding it loud and clear. Self-love is very important. Self-care, prioritize yourself, take care of yourself, look good. Even if sometimes wake up in the morning, I see some women will wake up and go take their bath and just wear short sneaker, lip gloss,
Yeah.
a white powder, rub white
When they
powder
are cleaning, you will see the way
before,
they look.
yeah, before even
Yeah.
taking care of the children. So sometimes do some of these things and make men they like all these things, so forget though. Some will even pretend to the women, I don't like women where they do this or they do that. But if you look good, sometimes the thing they enter their head, like they like it.
Hmm.
So women should take care of themselves and look good, not just for themselves, also look good for their husband. But it's not you must not use makeup too. There's a way you might be natural, take your bath, rub your cream, and you still look good, smell well, especially deodorant. Like some women they don't use Shaw, no roll on, nothing.
No
When you go
spray,
close to
nothing.
them, the smell that will come out, even their hair, the scalp, oh my goodness. The thing will just first of all turn the person off.
Even their lip alone is cracked.
Yeah, like the smell that will come out of it will first of all just turn the men, like the men will just die here now. Like I see some women, I'm sorry to say this, so in my heart, I will be saying, this person husband they try you. God beg if not me. Those kind of things. So we should all try to take care of ourselves, take our baths, be clean. You don't have to do more than yourself.
There was a lady that was advising a few months ago. I said she should observe her husband's conversation, or the kind of when they are watching movie or whatever, because
Mm.
sometimes you could tell what they like. You understand? So yeah, you could tell, because if they say, oh, that woman looks so thing, you want to know, maybe they like that kind of dressing. Maybe you should change. Because
Mhm.
if you're still living in the missionary way, you don't know, maybe he doesn't like it anymore. Sometimes, they need to talk like friends. That's why they say, it's good to marry your friends, so you guys can actually discuss properly and say, this one, I don't like this one anymore, let's change, as then they can talk of how convenient it is for the person, because some are not convenient. It's not convenient for them to switch to some certain way of dressing, but at least they should dress neatly and well presentable. And it says sometimes some men don't help their wives. Some wives are so tired for makeup, etc. Yeah, go
Yeah,
rest crappy. Yeah, so
there's a
mhm.
comment from Mommy Fechi. That one is just making me to smile.
Yeah, I actually put that on the screen when she said her husband. That's why I was laughing then, that you see,
Oh
as
my
they
God,
were
that's so
growing, the
sweet.
thing was still good. They're still growing. They still fancy themselves.
Oh,
And the man
yes.
is still complimenting her.
Mommy Fechi is always looking good now. You see her sometimes on Sunday. I watch her live. Sometimes
She would do
children,
her lip, do her
sometimes
hair. I
you
would say,
you
if
will
I
see
get to
put
this
her
stage, I would
lipstick.
have.
She looks good. Her hair is well done. Yeah, so for God's sake, person they age because of that. You just like that. Come on, take care of yourself and looking good. If they said is a good business. So,
Yeah, some men are they like to they what they like is, would I say, is unrealistic. They like you. It's like a man that sees me like this. Though when me and my husband were when we started, I was a size skinny, very skinny. So let's assume, okay, now I'm like this, and after 2 3 years, the man is asking me to go, is forcing size 12 size, and start saying that's what he fancy. Sometimes what they started with, their interest has changed. I think it's really need to be discussed, and help them to in a way to achieve it, so that they can still be working together. But some men, like AA said, they want, yeah, what they want is just far too much. Were you not there when I was reading? I read one on case study that the lady said the man wants her to go and do liposuction and do back. You know,
See, sorry, host. It's not the truth is, trust me, it's not all men that likes slim girls or slim women. I can remember some years ago. This is not them say. I heard it from a mouth's mouth. He came to meet my mom years ago, and he was complaining. I don't like the way my wife is. She's so slim. When I
mm,
hold her, I touch her. I'm not feeling like
they said they are
this
touching
flesh
bones.
not there now. I'm not feeling it. She's too slim, all those kind of things. There are still, and again, there are some they like the women big. They will say
Mm.
if they go out so that when people see their wife, they will know that yes, they be
They are,
man.
yeah, they
Wait
are
till they
looking after.
handle. See?
Yeah.
So it just depends. You understand? Depends. That was why I said it's very important for um people like couple. It's important before you get married. You should just discuss some certain things, and you should know again, even if you like it slim. No, we are women. Anything can happen. But if it change, you see this thing, childbirth, it comes with different things. It makes some women to reduce in size. It makes some women to gain a lot of weight and all of that.
Mm.
So you don't know. So when these things come, let it not look like, hey, you know, you understand? So it's a normal thing that can happen. So let's take, for example, that you don't really like your woman to be big. Again, there's still like a way you can work things out. There's a way you can work things out with love, not with anger, not with hatred, not with body shaming or all those kind of things. You can still make things work. I have a friend then when she's going for a walk, oh my God, that part, I'm not in their home, I'm not in their marriage, but I'm saying here that part of their marriage, I like that part. If they are go if this if she wants to go for a walk, this man will go and wear short knicker. She will He will not let her go by herself. It's not insecurity, it's not jealousy. It just like
They must go together and just
being
along.
with wife, a way of encouraging her. Because sometimes she could have just said, may I waka reach this junction and come back. But because the man is there, they are gisting. They will get to the other junction that way. By so doing, she have succeeded in burning more calories. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So these things are good. Couples should be friends. Any woman, any man, especially the women. If you not marry who you not fit get conversation with, you, that one a very bad one. Because when anything is going on in your life, you're gone. You're just on your own. Try and marry someone you can relate to. You can discuss with, have a conversation, and like someone that listens. That's another thing. Some men, they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to listen. They will wait. They will allow you to open this your thing called mouth to be moving. After moving, it might, if you're lucky, it can go through here, but it's going out of this side. It's not going down. They are not digesting it. It's not going anywhere. They don't listen. They just hear you open it and talk. They don't listen to you. They don't feel you or stuff like that. It's not a good thing. Marry someone that listens to you, that you can have a conversation with, is something that is very good. If not all the time, at least sometimes, should be able to listen to each other sometimes. That can really help.
Thank you. You really helped me today. So let me read a few comments and we can just call it a day. Thank you everyone that have joined. Thank you, AA. Beyonce is not skinny. Some men want a figure as well. They want the shape. It's not about just that you're using size 12, you're using size 10. They want curvy. They want the curvy. See, man, we've read one that the man said he likes bigger boobs. So yeah, he wants to press papoon. He likes to put his head on the pillow. This one,
Any
they are
man that
this thing
wants me
came.
to go and do COVID, he too should get ready to go and add
To
to
go
his
and do his own abio. This
away.
person said, I learned something recently that if people show you their true or real color,
Find
thank
them.
them, believe them. Yeah, I'm plan. I know this one very well. I think I even said something like that last week on my weekend boost. You will be fine. I am a this kid. I don't want to mention the distance because I don't. In 7 years, my marriage in 2023, 23 years of marriage to a convert narcissist. After cancer, do all you can to thrive and include getting rid of everything that affects your mental health. Yeah. Well, why I actually brought this on is the love you feel you get from your in-laws. And do you still want are you still reading it, or I should take it off?
No, I'm for me, I'm not reading it though.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is that the love you feel you get from your in-law, but the main man you're living with is not connecting. For how long are you going to do that? Would you start having a second thought? Because as usual, people will say, because of my children, okay, my children, the in-law loves me, they love her. I think it's I don't we don't know how many children they have, and I think she said that their marriage was 2 years. Yeah, I think so. I think she said 2 years. So yeah, it's too early for all that. The mother is just the one covering up, but unfortunately the mother has gone to rest. Now, would you now face your brother, your husband's sisters and all that? Would you not even be tired later? So like she said, she knows that it's over, and her sanity matter. Some men they don't care. See, when this woman has finally grabbed herself, this man might now remember to, or that's when he will start having, or no, that's when he will say, oh, I've lost her. He will want to start to win her back again. Meanwhile, she's gone. Some women, when they're gone, they're gone. They can't come back again. So it's the love is not shouldn't be only about your in-laws must like me. Once they like me, everything is, they will say, every the other one is no matter, that one is solvable, But some men they don't listen. No, I think that even that mother-in-law knows that our son is very edgy for her to be say, some are like that. They just pity the lady that, oh, now you come marry my pikin. You should know what I mean. Now
At
you
least
come marry this.
to come and help us manage him.
Now you come, yeah, like so the woman is also putting herself in a position, or our daughter's position, in case some will take you like you're their daughter, and they could actually be close, distant past partner. I mean the mother-in-law and the lady, the mother-in-law that passed, they might be distant past partner, going to market, watching movie and all that. So for her to be close to her, so she will still feel like she's still getting her husband's support, but right now she's now feeling the vacuum that this man doesn't really care at all. So I think people should just observe well that, you know what, if the in-law are not there and the man is not even showing love, would you still stay? So people should just try and balance it up. Like, is it your in-law or your husband's love? If the now man see you marry you, except maybe it was the family that married her for the husband. It does happen like that. That they married. They will say, "Oh, we like the woman." Then they will tell the man will just marry the woman. Maybe, oh, maybe.
The thing again, I want to quickly add this before you end the live. We are just saying this. Trust me, there are some women that don't even this love thing, this care we're talking about. They are not even interested. I've heard someone once said, even if the husband is cheating, that's his business. As long as he's dropping feeding money,
Money, yes.
he's catering for them, like he's dropping money for the family.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any problem. The day you will stop, or the day you will not drop money, that is when problem will
Voila
go.
starts.
I'm like, really? You say,
Yeah.
yes, so that's his business. I cannot stop. Say, well,
Do you not see it on Facebook sometimes, even some YouTube or wherever, Instagram? Some women will say, as long as the man gets the woman her own apartment, that they don't have a problem. How, like, you're encouraging it. People don't think of what the man could bring to them. The health issue and all that. They just
my
say, as long he can do so thing, we're
thing.
not hungry, and he give us our own apartment. That's all. We're
That
fine.
is the thing. What if he goes
We
out there,
women
what
now,
you know nothing about, and come and give to you in the house?
yes, they don't think of all those things. That it's not just about the person alone. They don't know the problem they are even creating for their own children in the future. That's why, they will start saying, "Oh, my steps this on my." There's so many things that will start happening. What you don't plan for, what you don't think of. That's when it now hits them. They'll go to this lover as usual. is well. I feel for the woman, sha, but the man, that man, it is well with that, with him. Um, uh, what woman married?
You said
That
that's
woman
what my
married
married
money.
then. I
Then
think she's talking about the one I said that said that as long as it drops money for
mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, if the other person is diabolical, they have exactly now. Yeah, they don't know. They'll say as long as skinny, and even the first few years, nothing, everything might be going smoothly. But these children, once children comes in, it now becomes that the other one's children is going to what's it called, private school. That one is going to this one school. Then they will start again. They would have forgotten that when you were welcoming all those things, you're giving the man a chance to join
the thing.
as
The
well.
thing is, sometimes I kind of like this Oyibo pattern of decision. Sometimes too.
Yes.
There are no nonsense people. All these Oyibo way they see. There
No
are no
sentiments.
nonsense people. Like they don't tolerate trash. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. They don't
You
have
take
time. They move on.
it.
They just
Yeah.
move on straight up, because some of our people, the way we really tolerate situations, tolerate stuff, it still gives this some of these men the courage, and we kind of encourage them, sometimes unknowing, ignorantly. We encourage them with all these things they are doing. I once said something on your live, Mommy Ife. She was there. I don't know if she's still here, and I know I'm not in her mind, but I know I'm assuming she will be like, what kind of human being is this one safe? When I was so upset that day, I'm like, a man, no man should try that with me, because I've never, ever since the man I got married to, ever since we started dating, I've never had anything to do with any other man. So don't try. Don't do anything that does not make sense. Because if you try, I go do my own. I said that based on my confidence, because I know I don't do things that are not right. Like, I'm just there. I do the right thing. So I do the right thing. Please don't try to do anything wrong to me. Okay? Because for me, I'm still trying to grow a lot of wings on this self-love thing. I really want to grow really deeply in this loving myself and prioritizing myself first in everything I do, even me before my children, because it is only when I'm living and I'm healthy that I'll be able to take care of them.
Damn
If
well.
I lose myself, if I lose focus, I do whatever thing, those children, they will still be well and healthy and they live their life. I will just be the one to lose everything. So I have chosen to love myself more, and to really take care of myself, prioritize myself. So that's why I said something the other time. Don't do anything stupid, because I don't do that. If you do that, I am going to do mine. I don't have anybody. I don't have any cockroach in my cupboard. I don't have anybody I'm expecting to go and meet. But um, I'm sorry to say this.
You want to go and look for your own.
I say this like sometimes some of my friends, when they hear me, they're like, shh, shh, shh. Is it there? Can he hear you? Don't let him hear you. I said, go and sit down. I said these things to him. Oh, so you should know I'm not in that kind of game. I don't do it. But don't try. Don't try it with me, because if you do, I will do something too. You know? So that's it. We should not encourage some of these things. They like someone saying it's okay. Make if you go do so far, you give me money. Does it make sense? Does it
But
if
they,
it's
they come back later to now start complaining of something else. Meanwhile, they've encouraged the man to go
yeah,
ahead earlier.
I will tell you, I don't encourage that, so I won't accept
And
it. I
we
will
also
say
have
it
some.
life and direct.
We have some in-law that even when they know that the man is actually just cheating, or even their own parent, they will say, that you should even thank God that you know the one is with, but better than the one that you don't know. That it meant to cheat now.
It's
So
that
it's
it's in
this
their
one.
nature. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
some will
their
say,
nature.
what is wrong with you? Waiting they do. See, is well. Is well. Is
It's
well.
well, oh, cannot all these things cannot be. I don't know. I don't know. It's just an individual thing, though. Is there, like they say, one man's meat is another man's poison? There are some things some women can tolerate, and there are some things some women cannot tolerate. Mommy Fechi, you should go up and share
Yeah,
it.
she said that. Yeah. Um. She said, the things my hair makes me wonder why some people actually bother to marry.
Yeah. Yes, so you said that one too. I
It is
think yeah,
well.
it is well, my sister. We can just keep on going and going and going and going because all these things, there are a lot, you know.
Yeah,
There are
it
a
is.
lot.
Yeah.
At the time you start talking about these things, you realize that 3 days you are still on live stream discussing.
Mhm. Yeah, it's well. Thank you. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
for gracing. Thank you
Yeah.
for gracing today's
Having
show.
me. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you, AA. In fact, AA was here for a very long time. Okay, yeah. I
thank you.
remember you
A.
said she started.
God bless you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
joining.
Thank you, Mommy Ife. Thank you for the super chats once again. The
God
channel
bless
is now monetized. I'm planning to set up the. Thank you, everyone that has
Please,
contributed
you
to
guys should be pouring the
to the
money in, oh,
success.
because it's me and expressing my view that I'll be sharing the what the revenue.
Have
Please, to
you?
support this channel because for two of us.
Yeah, I have you. So I thank everyone that's contributed to the success of me getting the watch hours completed. People that have watched me, watch the videos, support me in one way or the other. Mommy Fechi will play the videos, and then most of the time she will type that it's been fully replayed, and my eyes seen when. But the day of the party, I'm going to share a little bit of it. So many times that my watch hours were cut, but you know what, I still keep going, and we thank God for today. When I saw it today, I was just scrolling through, because when the watch hour was completed, I just thought, "No, okay, I won't apply for some reasons." But later I just said, okay, let me give it a try. And yeah, it didn't even take they said between 30 days, but before you know it, the next day I just got the news. So thank you. I just set the thing up yesterday, but I'm still setting up when I get time. Thank you everyone that's joined yoga with Goga. Thank you, and thanks for inviting people in. Thanks for sharing. God bless you. And thank you, co-host True Life. God bless you. Thanks for your time as well as again. God bless you.
Amen. Mommy says she does not want to finish this thing. Mommy says she says she have something similar next week. Like seriously, this marriage thing, all this matter, like we can go, everyone can go over and over and over and over. Like
Did she say she has this next week? I thought she said she won't be around next week.
she said, sorry, I can't go up today. I have video coming up next week, which touched on some of this. Yeah.
Okay,
So
maybe
it
video. Okay, I'm thinking of live stream
video,
because
yeah.
yeah, because my next live stream, I have a live stream tomorrow as usual for people who knows at Gores Corner every Saturday. So that will be going on. But it's upper Saturday, I won't be around, so I just move it to Sunday. So to 16th instead of 15th. But we have one for tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. If you're free, you can please join me, and so that we can discuss few things. Um Mommy Face, I think you've read this one, yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
you've read this
But
one.
there's a lot. There's
Yemsi says she's at the
right.
background. I'm very busy. That's fine. We're done now. We're actually just rounding up. Um, yes, so that's the last thing I do before bed. I put it on and it's completed by morning. Yeah. I'm even running two people's one yet on my two just then. Um, I am glad that you have achieved yours. Thank you. God bless you, ma'am. Sunday is my last LS. Yeah, for the year. Yeah, I know you said it. So this Sunday, isn't it? Next week's Sunday one is the one I'm talking that I move it because the Saturday I'll be attending a function. So that's it. Thank you, everyone. The channel is monetized. God bless you. I will set a date for monetization party, which I haven't done before. I didn't do monetization party in Gores Corner. So this since this one decided to do me like this small, let me also enjoy the party. But I will set a date because I'm towards the end now. I may be busy. Maybe when the girls are back from uni, then I might still have more time to be able to create time for that. But I'll put the flyer on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, True Life, for coming. God bless you.
Welcome.
Is there
Mommy
anything else you
Feshi,
want to say?
join if you can. Daddy Feshi will be joining. Okay, Daddy Feshi will join us to explain some health issues and his
Yeah,
testimony.
she did say on Sunday, but I won't be around. I have a function, so I think I told her already. I won't be around on Sunday. I will rewatch later. I need to go for a function. Someone that had the baby, and I need to be there. And yeah, so I will rewatch later. Thank you, EMC. Glory to God. Congratulations. Thank
Thank
you.
you, AA. God bless you. EMC, thank you. Everyone, Mommy Fechi, thank you. Yoga. Is it yoga or goga? Yeah, I've started again.
Yoga with Goga. Yoga
Thank
with
you,
you.
everyone. Thank you. I'm still owing yoga one shot. Oh, you remember that shot now that I used with
The
leg?
that one, the light, yeah.
I will do it. Don't worry. Bye, everyone.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Let me stop sharing. Thank you. So that's it. Is a wrap. Thank you, everyone that's joined. I appreciate you all today. I don't know if this is the first live stream I'm doing that is this long. If it's not silence live stream, but the discussion has been good, and I like the contribution as well. We try to look at it from different angles that we have not maybe touched. If you remember it, you can also drop that in the comment section. If it happens that you replay this, please drop your thoughts in the comment section so we can also learn from it, or other people can also see it and also learn from me. Sometimes when we drop comments or when we drop our own thoughts, it will encourage someone else to do the same. Some will feel, oh, if I write it now, but if they see that someone has dropped a comment, they will also want to drop their own comment. They also want to drop their own comment or tell their own story. So if you've got something that you want to say, or if there's a story similar to something that we treat like this, you can drop that, and you can email us as well to let us know if there's any story you want us to share. I do share some stories on where we could pick a lesson from. I do that on Glorious Corner more, but the channel is monetized now, so I'm going to be focusing more on why I have this channel. I want a place where we could express our thought, our view. That's why I actually name it Expressing My View, because I like to analyze things or give advice from my own point of view, and I like people to also chip in their own words. You're welcome, Illusion Space. You're welcome. We're rounding up now. If you have time, you can rewatch again and drop your comments. That's fine. Thank you. God bless. Please remember to give the video a thumb up. And remember, the channel is now monetized, so you can sympathize us. You can give us super sticker. You can also join the channel member. You can become my member. So please grace us as you wish or as you can. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you in my next one. Do take care. Bye bye. Bye, everyone. Bye bye.